So recently I've been watching some English content on YouTube, and I found so many good English, advanced English words. So I thought I should collect them for my YouTube script, right? So that's why I created that list of 20 English vocabulary, 20 advanced English vocabulary for you. And sometimes it's not your grammar that makes your English sound basic, it's your vocabulary. So if you want to sound confident, fluent, and natural, you need to use the kind of words native speakers actually use in daily life. In this video, we are going to learn 20 advanced, very useful English words that can instantly make your English sound more mature and expressive. Let's begin. So the first one is freak out. I know you have heard this so many times in Hollywood movies, and native speakers use this a lot. And to freak out means extremely emotional, either scared, angry, or shocked. For example, I freaked out when I saw a spider in my home. Or you can also say, don't freak out, it's just a small mistake. And it's informal but very common in everyday English. So here is the another one is compel. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So to compel means to force or strongly persuade someone to do something. For example, the teacher's passion for learning compelled me to study harder. It's often used when someone or something inspires or pushes you to take action. So next time if you're fascinated by someone else's English, you can say that her English speaking skill compelled me to study, to learn English badly. And the third one is extension. An extension means extra time or extra part adding to something. For example, I asked my boss for an extension on my project deadline. It can also mean an added part like a phone extension or a hair extension. And here's another very interesting word is anticipating. And you have also heard it so many times and almost everywhere. But do you know the meaning? Let's see. To anticipate means to accept or look forward to something before it's happened. For example, I'm anticipating good news from my job interview. So it's kind of expecting something. Like you expect something, that you hope for something or you expect for something. Yeah. So, and it shows you're mentally prepared or excited about what's coming next. And the fifth one is also very interesting and fancy. Spontaneous means someone whose spontaneous act naturally without planning. So let's understand this word through example. That would be more easy to understand. We decided to take a spontaneous road trip last weekend. It means you do things in the moment without overthinking, which often leads to fun experiences. Okay, so let's move on to the next advanced English word. Confounded. Confounded means confused or puzzled, especially when something doesn't make sense. And this word is not also so unfamiliar, so it's easy to remember, because when we see some word for the first time, it's really hard to remember the meaning. But when you already have seen words so many times and that's become familiar to you, it's really easy to remember the meaning. That's why I collected those words for you. So for example, I was confounded by his sudden change of behavior. Or you can say, like, you can easily understand with this example, like, instead of saying I was confused by his sudden change of behavior, you can say I was confounded by his sudden change of behavior. That's so simple. So it's a more advanced way to say confused. That's all. And the seventh one is conformed. To conform means to follow the rules, tradition, or behavior that society expects. For example, he refused to conform to other people's opinion. It's often used when someone chooses to stay unique instead of blending in. Here is another one, dodge. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And if I don't, then let me know in the comment the correct pronunciation. So, but I am, but I guess it's correct. So, to dodge means to avoid something quickly, physically or mentally. Like, for example, he dodged the question about his relationship. So, in simple words, instead of saying he avoided the question about his relationship, it can mean avoid. You can say he dodged the question about his relationship. It means avoiding responsibility or situation you don't want to face. Let's move on to the another advanced English word is cliffhanger. A cliffhanger is a situation that leaves you in suspense, and you kind of feel very restless to know the result, what happens next. For example, the movie ended on cliffhanger, and now I can't wait for the sequel. And here's another one as stake. A stake means something that's at risk or something valuable that can be gained or lost. For example, he has a lot at stake in the business deal, and it's often used in serious and competitive situations. And here's another one is detour. A detour means a longer or alternative route taken to avoid something. For example, we took a detour because the main road was closed. And here is another advanced English word is despise. To despise means to hate something very deeply. For example, I despise dishonesty. It's a very strong and emotional word, more powerful than dislike. And here is another very advanced English word is instincts. So instincts are natural feeling or a reaction that guide your behavior. For example, trust your instincts. They are often right. So it's something you feel deeply without logical reasoning. It's your natural feeling. And here is another one is perceive. To perceive means to understand or interpret something in a particular way. For example, she perceived her silence as anger. It's about how you see or sense something, not just physically but mentally. Here is another very advanced English word is dilemma. A dilemma means a situation where you must choose the between two difficult options. For example, I'm in a dilemma. Should I move abroad or stay here? So it's kind of a confusing situation where you cannot decide easily. That puts you in confusion. It's called dilemma. And another one is resilient. Someone resilient can recover quickly from challenges or difficulties. So, for example, after so many failures, she, she still stayed resilient and tried again. That meant, and it's powerful word that shows emotional strength. So after so many failure, if you have still courage to overcome and start again, that's called resilient. And here's another one as ambiguous. Ambiguous means unclear or having more than one possible meaning. For example, his answer was so ambiguous that nobody understand what he meant. And here's another one is negligent. Being negligent means not taking enough care or responsibility. For example, the company was for the company was negligent in maintaining safety rules, which means company was not so responsible. Company was kind of a little careless about that. It's often used in professional or legal situations. And here's another one is refrain. To refrain means to stop yourself from doing something. For example, please refrain from using your phone during class. And this is very good word to include in your daily life. You can use all the time. And it's a polite and formal way to say don't do that. So instead of saying don't do that, you can say please refrain from using your phone during class. And the last one is meticulous. Means very careful or paying great attention to small details. Like, here is an example. She is meticulous about checking every single number in the report. So these were 20 advanced English words you can start using in your daily conversation. And don't try to memorize all of them at once. Pick 3 to 4 words, understand them deeply, and practice them naturally in your speech. And that's how you actually master vocabulary, not by collecting words but by using them confidently. So that's all for today's video. Or I can say, actually, I learned it last night. So I can say, and that brings us to the end of today's session. How cool it is. So I can say that. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment because it motivates me and encourage me. And yes, don't forget to subscribe my channel because that's more important. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.